by WeatherRate. Sponsored by AC Designs.
Dallas Jag fans are loving this and wanting to see it continue. And we got take a look at the Nights of Lights here. I do want to start with currents and what we're seeing right now over St. Augustine. Temps in the 50s. We do have that wind coming out of the north at 15 miles an hour. So just keep that in mind if Nights of Lights is part of your plan. So Jags are going to Denver. So this forecast specifically for those who may be traveling to Mile High, or you just kind of had that question. What are the Jags about to get into weather-wise? Are they going to be traveling to the Rocky Mountains and running into a big snow game? Actually, weather looks pretty good, pretty mild for Denver and dry. So at this point in the forecast, though I know we're still looking all the way out to Sunday, at least when it comes to the weather. Now, they are playing at elevation, and that can play games with visiting teams, but the weather should not be an issue for the Jacksonville Jaguars going out there. That's a heck of an environment, but Jags keep those winning ways going, and we'll be talking about playoff games here, hopefully at home. Looking ahead to our weekend, we got a lot of other things to get to before we get to the weekend, but as we are planning ahead, temperatures actually look quite nice. In fact, if you take this past weekend with those temps in the 70s, we can kind of drop it into next weekend. Things look great. A few speed bumps to get through this work week, though. First, current temps in the low 40s. We've got a couple of spots in the low 50s. You get towards southeast Georgia, you're much, much cooler. 23 degrees cooler now than we were this time yesterday. That's just kind of a dramatic graphic telling that story of how much things have dropped. If you went out all day yesterday, did a little shopping, did the Jags game, warm. It's shock to the system what we experienced today and what we'll get tomorrow morning. While the winds will begin to die down, at least inland, I think the beaches may still have a bit of a breeze as you're waking up and getting to school for some of our communities east of the Intracoastal Waterway through Nassau County. So for Fernandina and Amelia, you can have a little bit of breeze in the morning and along the St. Johns River, but get further west, the winds die and temperatures really begin to cool down. It's still wind chill actively in parts of southeast Georgia and here in northeast Florida as well, with real field temperatures in the 30s right now. So jackets necessary for our nighttime plans tonight and for heading into work and to school tomorrow morning. Looking at our next 12 hours, waking up in the morning, this is at 5 o'clock. So that first alarm starts going off and you got to let the puppy dog out for that first quick walk, or maybe you got to run out of the mailbox, or it's trash day. Either way, socks. Okay, because temperatures are going to be in the 30s, and certainly by the time it's time to actually dress for work, we're going to want some layers. So let's look at Futurecast, our next weather maker as far as rain is concerned. We're going to be watching Thursday into Friday. So moisture begins to build ahead of our next front. That front approaches Thursday night. So your next big weather maker, as we kind of fast forward a bit and we see that warm front lift. So Thursday, warm temperatures in the 70s ahead of that line of showers. But look, really looking at least with current modeling, this would be a after bedtime Thursday night into early wee morning hours, and that could linger through the morning commute. We're going to continue to watch the modeling. Some have it slowing, some have it speeding up, some have it drying out. So right now, confidence still in the medium range that this could impact your morning commute. However, I want us to go ahead and start thinking ahead. We've got weather impact alert for our Tuesday morning because of those temperatures at or just below freezing. For Jacksonville, we'll call 34, but a lot of us will be at that 32 and below. So another cold start. Let's be prepared for that. A couple of chances for rain really Thursday. I mentioned night, but the impacts would be Friday morning. So if that line of showers kind of lingers with us for Friday morning, could make for a wet commute. We'll have that kind of in our back pocket ahead of what looks to be a fantastic weekend.
All right, Lou, thank you.